my name is Jamie Kanya, and today I'm going to talk to you about what it was like to grow up in the life as a coach's kid. Have you ever seen a coach's kid running on the field after a game and ever wondered what they wanted to be? Well, I was that little girl who grew up in the life of a coach's kid. I was that little girl who always was at practices and grew up with many older brothers that weren't actually related to me. I was that little girl who was more excited for the game to end because that means I got to run on the field and hug my dad for the first time in Lord knows how many days. Me and my dad are best friends, and we rarely spent time apart. If you know the life of a coach, they are never home during season. Whether it's an early morning or a late night, you really never get to see them until season is over. I would always choose to stay at the school as late as I could just to be able to spend time with him. For as busy as he was always the most supportive person throughout my lifetime. I soon then grew up and was very active in sports. And my dad as a coach, I wasn't able to see him as much as I used to. I love the time he was putting in would pay off, but the distance became very hard for the both of us. I soon then was diagnosed with anxiety, and it seemed like everything was just getting harder as I grew up. I began to struggle in school and sports. And if you knew me, struggling in sports wasn't like me because that was truly my passion throughout my high school and junior high careers. By the time of my 8th grade year, my dad decided to retire so he would be able to be more active in my life and what I was going through. This means more than many think because the passion he had for coaching was unbelievable. He would go above and beyond to make sure his athletes were successful in whatever they did. No matter if it was academics or athletics, he wanted them to excel in everything that they participated in and would do anything he could to make that happen. This was the point that I stepped back and realized I wanted to coach like my dad. I was finally able to see how he was not only gave up a lot for me, but also did for his players. His selflessness was the reason many of us were able to be so successful in so many different ways. Even when he retired, he still never stopped coaching. He helped me throughout my high school years and even helped his former athletes who then got into the career of coaching as well. As I get through college and become closer to coaching and being a teacher, I get so excited that I am going to have the same opportunity as my dad did to make an impact. Not many understand why we go into such a low paying career, but they don't realize seeing your players excel in many different ways is the biggest reward we could ever get. Teaching, if it is well done, must be built on vision and commitment. Learning, if it is to be meaningful, depends on imagination, risk taking, intention, and invention. I agree with this quote because this is a career for those who are truly passionate with helping others. My dad showed that with how much time and effort he had put into his 25 years of coaching. I hope to be able to have the same success that he did one day.